I'm going.
All right, Moses, it's still clear.
Still clear. It's still clear.
That was a little scary, Scott. But I'm glad we did it.
I still got to watch myself because the cops, I don't know what we're going to have here. So I better not get too silly.
Hey Moses, do we need to slow down a little? You still good? Okay.
I cannot. I'm not looking in my mirrors, brother. I can hear you, but I can't. I'm not looking in my mirrors. You said hear you.
He's not that far. He's not that far behind us. The road surface is phenomenal.
Pulling over.
God, Scott, why did you do that?
I heard some clicking. I need to check.
Good grief, Scott.
Sorry, I heard
You didn't even put on a...
I know. I'm hearing a noise in the back. Sorry, I heard a clack, 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 clack. It must have been a rock or something shoot up. You good?
No, you're all right. I'm not angry. It just caught me by surprise.
Yeah, I know that. You ain't used to me doing that. I just was like, oh hell, what is that noise?
Sorry, my suspension was like I could feel it heating up and getting kind of loose.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, man, like I said, I know you haven't messed with it too much, but I promise you, even if you think it's great, there is always improvement to be made with the suspension. Like, it just makes it. Did you figure out what it was, or?
I think so. It had to be in rock. Let's go.
Yeah, we want to make sure we don't get stuck behind the
Harley,
again.
yeah.
Oh, that feels so much better. One of the nice things I saw in a review of that GSXS GX bike is that you can actually adjust the traction control modes, the ride modes, and the suspension modes while the bike is moving.
Right.
You just have to close the throttle. But this bike, you got to be completely stationary to do any of that shit.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you're doing it manual.
Well, and yeah, obviously the suspension is manual, but I mean like all the traction control modes.
Oh, yeah.
You got to have the bike stopped.
Trying to watch some of these curves where they've been cutting grass, it looks like there's a little bit of garbage. And if we come around there cooking and get a twig, that ain't going to feel good. See right here, all that green spot?
Doing good, Moses?
What'd you think so far, Moses, about the Cherohala? Watch the water.
Shit.
Water.
Watch out.
Water.
I gotta say, Scott, so far I think this is my favorite road I've ever ridden.
Oh, it's an awesome road.
Like, because the Dragon is so much work.
Yeah.
This isn't work at all. This is just fun. Lord, that view.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Got
I'm
something
actually
right
starting
here.
to get a little
Troll,
chilly.
oh, wow. Watch, there's some grass or something. It made me get squirrely there.
Yeah, watch out. Slow down in that turn, Moses. Hey, hey, Scott, let's slow down for a second.
Okay.
All right. There's a bunch of crap through this next turn, Moses. And the next one. Man, I don't know if it's just that I haven't hit the right gravel yet, but these tires, compared to the Pirellis, do not, I mean, they are nowhere near as affected by gravel and dirt.
Right.
Which is weird for a super sport tire. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because they're pointier, and so they're like driving through it better. You know what I mean? There's more weight in a smaller area.
Right.
But I haven't slipped once on any of this crap.
Yeah, you said you're getting a little cooler. The elevation does get up to about 5,000 feet up here.
Yeah, I'm starting to get pretty chilly.
Yeah, like through here. That's why when I started thinking, I was like, you know what? Let me just wear the leather, because if we're going up to the Cherohala and it's going to be a little damp and humid, it might be actually a little chilly up on the tip top, which is about where we are. So we're like on some of the highest portions of it.
Well, I really hope it doesn't rain, because if it rains, I'm gonna get really cold.
Oh yeah, it's gonna suck big time if it rains. Mowing ahead, so we'll have to see. Oh yeah. I imagine there's gonna be big trash on the road. Yes it was. It kept going and going and going. Like, does this thing end?
Man, now see, that guy was actually hauling.
Yeah, he was getting it. That's about the pace that we ride to.
Mark my words, man. When I'm 85 years old, I'm going to be out here dragging knee on a gold wing.
I forget what these white markers are for.
Maybe it's just to try and keep people from getting further out of their lane than they need to.
Maybe.
Oh dear. Somebody doesn't love themselves very much.
No.
I would never bike up something like this. I mean, props to them, but that's crazy.
Another never-ending curve. Getting too close to that mustard. You see Moses back there? You back there, Moses? Okay. Okay.
All right, I see ya.
Look at that. Wow. Beautiful. Now the road gets a little bit not as nice, so we will slow down on this section.
Got it. I've been feeling some slips.
Yeah, we're going to go at a much slower pace because the road is a little rougher here, and we just don't want to, ain't no sense in ruining the trip. There's a few bumps, and surface just isn't as smooth through this section as it is on the other section. At least next 20 miles, probably this half of the Cherohala is a little bit rougher than I care for it to be, but you know, it is what it is. And then I see there's still wet patches, and I do not want to chance how much traction I'm going to get on those. I see glistening. Moses, when you start coming up to these curves here, you're going to see a little glistening on the road. That looks a little wetter than some of these other spots, so just take it easy.
Oh my God, you gotta look, when you come through this bridge, Moses, you look to the left.
Left, yes. Beautiful, man. I'm gonna look for a pull-off up here. I think there is one, yes. Slow down, there's a little pull-off right here. Brushy Ridge Overlook. We'll pull over here and get a
good opportunity to check to see if we need any battery changes or anything.
Yeah.
That is unbelievable.
You ready, Moses?
All right.
What were you saying?
Some bikes can get a lot of power from a slip-on, but it kind of depends on whether the original design was straight through or not. So like on the MT10s, for example, a lot of people will, the MT10 has a 3-section exhaust, so you can remove the cat without changing the headers or the pipe or the silencer, right? But a lot of people will just decat it and they'll leave the stock silencer because the stock silencer is a straight-through design, so it doesn't actually cost you any power. Of course, with these MTs, the entire exhaust system is one welded piece.
Yeah, same thing with this.
Well, on this one, it even includes the silencer. So, if you,
Yeah, it comes off the header into the cat. From the cat, it goes into the bread box, and then the slip-on that comes with it is a It's almost a straight through, except there's about a inch-and-a-half lip that hangs down in the way. Basically baffles the sound a little bit, makes it bounce off the walls of the muffler. So, you know, this Akrapovich is just a straight through with the diffuser on the end. So it's not much louder with this over the stock, and probably nothing on a gain. I mean, honestly, the power that it's got is plenty enough for me. That's why I've really, oh, watch a wet spot. I've really contemplating, you know, I don't know if I just want to go through the hassle of tuning it and
I would say if you're not concerned about power, what I would tell you to do is get it tuned, but don't bother with the exhaust. And the reason why is because even though the tune might not pick up that much power, it's going to make the bike smoother. It's different for every bike, but man, did the tune ever make my bike a whole lot smoother. I mean, obviously, it's not a big deal. I would just get it done during the off season. I'd get it done when it's really cold out.
Yeah, if I trusted the mail service more, then I would do a mail in turn, but I just don't trust them. I don't trust the mail service as far as I can throw them. I don't. And that's the only way that, you know, the tuners ship is over the mail. Now, I might call or email Chris and see if he'll UPS. Hey, look at the cloud. Look at the cloud going across. Is that not crazy?
That is wild.
That is awesome.
At least for the one that tuned mine, you pick your shipping service, right? So he doesn't offer shipping, or at least he ships it back to you. But, you know, when you ship it to them, you get to choose the service you want. And obviously you can use whatever amount of insurance, you know, you feel is appropriate.
Like, I distrust the post office so much that I can't trust my ECU with them. I would rather I would just as soon buy a used ECU if that was my only option, then I would trust the post office. Serious. Like, my postal service is terrible. I can't stand it. Better slow it down a little bit, Scott. I'm seeing tracks. I could tell that's wet. Let's see if two-wheel dyno, 2WD, whatever. I'll see.
Yeah, two-wheel dyno works has one for your bike.
There's a wet spot I just hit. It made my back tire slide. Got me all off track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be checking to see if two-wheel dyno lets you choose your shipping service.
Yeah.
Because I hear they're pretty good. Either that or see if Chris Moore will actually ship it with something other than the mail. But he's like, oh man, last time I chatted him, he was like, oh man, we never had no problems with him. I'm like, well, they not delivering to you. My post office and post lady ain't delivering to you. I've had
Well,
stuff.
and a lot of them will use, I mean, most of them don't use UPS, or excuse me, most of them don't use USPS, right? Because as much as I don't like FedEx or UPS either, but I think that the United States Post Office is by far the worst service.
It is.
You know what I think is the funny thing? You know what the best shipping service is?
DHL.
No, it's Amazon.
Oh.
I mean, I know it's a dedicated thing, but Amazon has the best shipping service.
I've had my share of problems with them.
I mean, I have as well, but I've had the least problems with them compared to the others.
I've had stellar service out of DHL. Like literally everything that I've ever had that's been shipped to DHL, it's crazy. Like Crazy Owl's helmets in Canada, I've ordered, and by 5 the next day I've had my helmet. It's crazy. They're crazy. If you order in the morning, it's unreal. I'm like, how do you even do that?
Dude, this pavement is slick. I'm not really slipping, but I stuck my foot down and it's just sliding.
Yeah. I'm gonna back off.
Yeah, I felt a little drizzle for a second.
Oh, did you?
I did. I felt, but it could have just been from the trees too. But that was a minute or two ago now.
Don't want none of that talk. Cause we a little ways away from our hotel, Bubba.
Yep, we got one nice tail of the dragon between us and the hotel.
I just caught a twig or something. Rolled up underneath me.
Yeah, I got a little slippage through there.
That didn't feel good. Yeah. It didn't feel good. I was like, oh, I don't like that. Rotor's so much better to ride than a Dragon, man. I mean, really. What's that? Oh, really? We hit our first car, boys.